Oh, so no one wants to talk about Master of None? Okay. I mean, it's different. Nah, we'll talk about it. Alright, welcome to Tate's Take. If you're new here, I do spoiler-free movie and TV reviews. Give you a little background, just let you know if I think it's worth checking out or not. If that's something you're into, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for your boy. For my regular Taste Takers, let's see if you should treat yourself with this one. Get it? I said treat yourself, and it's with Aziz? Ugh, never mind. Moments in Love is the third season of the award-winning Netflix show, Master of None. The first season of Master of None came to Netflix back in 2015, and the second season ended back in 2017, so we've been waiting on this third season for a while now. This season is more of a departure from seasons 1 and 2 because it doesn't star Aziz's character Dev as the lead. Instead, it puts Aziz behind the camera as director and Lena Waithe's character Denise as the star of the show. You do get a cameo or two from Aziz, but it's a really short stint in what's already a very short season. I'm sure a lot of people would assume that this 4-year delay since the last season has to do with Aziz's alleged scandal during the Me Too movement, but this third season was already understood to be years away. Not to mention that Aziz has already been back on the scene doing stand-up work since 2018. Honestly, and I'm not trying to get canceled here, and I know usually if you say, I'm not trying to get canceled here, what you're about to say, they'll probably cancel you. But it's just kind of sad to think that his career was almost ruined because what he understood to be a bad date and misunderstanding turned out to be a sexual assault accusation in the height of the Me Too movement. Then this guy immediately comes forward, and not only does he apologize, but he also recognizes that this could be a good thing for men to be mindful of their next encounters. I think that's a good thing. Not that it's good that this girl felt bad about this, but it's good that now someone could think twice. It's all about reading verbal cues. This dude probably doesn't know how to, But like I said, just because this accusation came at the height of the Me Too movement, no matter what happens, his name's gonna have an asterisk behind it. And no one's gonna care to learn the details of this story. He's just gonna be lumped in with the rest of them. They're gonna think he's Harvey Weinstein. It's not right, but it's enough about that. Lena Waithe has been a writer on this show for a while now, and she actually became the first African-American woman to win an Emmy for television comedy writing. That was for the Thanksgiving episode. You guys should remember that if you're fans of the show.
Ma, I'm gay.
You what?
I'm gay. I've always been gay. But I'm still the same person. I'm still your daughter.
People try to give Lena Waithe a hard time because they accuse her of making nothing but black trauma porn. I mean, I don't really see it like that, but this is the world that we live in. She made Queen and Slim, a movie about a black couple on the run from the police, and people were upset that they didn't get away. That seemed pretty realistic to me. I don't know what they want. I don't know. In my opinion, I don't think she's purposely trying to spark up PTSD in black people, but alas. She's writing again here, so essentially the band is back together, just playing a much different tune. This third season was shot in 16mm film over in London during the pandemic, and all 5 episodes are available right now on Netflix. All right, plot time. Master of None, Moments in Love follows the love story of Denise and her wife Alicia. They're sharing this life together in upstate New York. Denise is a New York Times bestselling author, and Alicia is into antiques and is looking to start her own shop. No spoilers, of course, but you see them go through their ups and downs, living this new life outside of New York City and dealing with Denise's newfound success. Being in her mid to late 30s, Alicia wants to start a family now, and Denise wants to focus on writing her next book. So where do we go from here? And now we got a series. It's much different than the other ones. So what's my take? This got to be one of the most different seasons of a show that's supposed to be the same show in TV history. Okay, so you know how we didn't get a new Rihanna album since Ansari in 2016 and everybody complaining? Right. Well, this season of Master of None is kind of like if Rihanna came back tomorrow, but with a country album. Some people will riot, some people will boycott, But I reckon that there's some people who respect her art and her vision that would give it a chance and see that it's actually a pretty smooth groove. That's pretty much how I feel about season 3. That's my take. If you only watch Master of None for Dev or the big city storylines and jokes, then you can skip this one. But if you've been a fan of what Aziz Ansari and Alan Yang have been creating since their Parks and Rec days, I would say give it a chance. I'm not gonna cap and tell y'all that I don't watch Master of None for Aziz. So I'm definitely not gonna sit here and act like I wasn't disappointed to hear that he was taking a back seat this season. But I was patient and I gave it a chance and I was happy with the end result. And patient is the freaking word of the day. You have to be very patient with this show. I'm talking about like 3 minutes of watching them dance and fold laundry with no dialogue type of patience. Like you gotta be patient. It's intentional though. The early episodes of the show was Dev in his 20s, dating all over New York City, chasing his dreams of being an actor. Here we're dealing with the mid to late 30s. Life's catching up to everyone. It's not all fun and games anymore. Alan Yang actually described the first 2 seasons as the Obama seasons. And you can see that. It's all hopeful and stuff. The time that's passed since then and now has been exhausting, to say the least. And you can feel that with the show. My biggest criticism of this season is in Lena Waithe's acting as Denise. I never really liked her as an actor. I mean, like, the lines are always good, but they always came across as lines. Does that make zero sense? When you're seeing them, it's like, okay, like, I know this is for television. It's no beef. I think her writing is really good. It's just something about the performance that just comes off a little forced. I don't want no static. But for whatever Lena Waithe lacks in acting chops, her co-star, Naomi Ackie, makes up in spades. She has to be in the running for future Emmys for her performance here. I don't think I've seen her before, but she understands the assignment. Overall, it's some pretty heavy topics they cover, and I like that it's centered around a black queer couple, but it wasn't about that, but rather some issues that could happen just because they are that. It's stuff that we don't get to see on TV too often, but it also doesn't come across as some political statement. It's a fine line, but I think they did it well. Last thing I'll touch on here is how it's shot. It looks like it could be a movie. Nothing Netflix budget about it at all. It actually looks like it could be in a film festival and like win awards. It'll probably remind people of Malcolm and Marie because a lot of similarities. That was centered around one couple. It was shot very well. But what I liked way more about Master of None is that it wasn't just fighting. Malcolm and Marie was like 12 rounds of heavyweight championship verbal boxing. It was exhausting. I felt like I was fighting. Like, I felt like after I finished that movie, I had to apologize to somebody. I didn't even do anything wrong. Here in Moments of Love, you just get to see more flavors of the relationship, not just fighting. Like, who wants to watch that much fighting? Zendaya, I'm obsessed with you. That has not changed. I'm going to give Master of None, Moments in Love, 4 stars. A lot of people are going to go into this and either not give it a chance or call it boring because they're used to Aziz telling nonstop jokes about dating apps and things like this. But if you don't need that nonstop Fast and the Furious type action, I think you would enjoy the story. It's just some real life stuff. Like, so many times in Hollywood, we just get these happy endings, but it don't always be like that. You could find the right person, but maybe it's the wrong time. But no matter what happens, that love doesn't magically disappear. It just manifests in a different way. I should call her. I don't know. I see what they're doing. The show's growing up, we're growing up, and I hope people give it a chance. They said that they have some wild ideas for future seasons, so hopefully they get to bring it to us. Again, all 5 episodes are available right now, exclusively on Netflix. As always, thanks for checking out Tate's Take. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. In the comments, are y'all watching this? Why is no one talking about this? I was very surprised at how few reviews there were of this program. Y'all were waiting all this time and no one wants to talk about it. Y'all scared to talk about it because it's not Aziz? He's not canceled? He's not canceled. He's not canceled. Watch the show. It's different. And it's not long. Please, since there's no reviews, y'all are going to have to review it for me. In the comments, let me know what you think about it. Am I crazy? I thought it was good. Whatever. Y'all can tell me if y'all like it or not. I think it's worth a watch. It's Netflix. Let's give it a chance. All right. That's it. That's the end of my rant. Is that a rant? Thanks for the time, y'all. Peace.